after 2 successful trips to the port, the Daihatsu Mira walkthrough is officially here, along with this Mitsubishi Minica. So the WayBeforeTheFame garage is pretty full. We got to ship this to Athens, Alabama. Shout out to Justin Lynch. Your car will be there soon, or maybe I'll drive it. I haven't 100% considered it. I don't think it's gonna be a lot to ship, but I feel like driving it would be more content and a lot more enjoyable. So maybe we'll do that with that. As far as the cappuccino goes, I haven't even started it. Now that this is here, honestly, I wouldn't say I don't care about it, because I do still want to sell this, and I do still want to use some money for the next car I have coming in Japan. But we got to look into that for sure. But for now, we're going to talk about the Mira walkthrough. We're going to talk about the Mitsubishi Minica, and I'm going to give you guys my first impressions on both cars. I guess we can start with the Minica first, honestly. So this one is for sale. It's $4,500 with title. I'm considering it. I already had a Minica. I don't really need it, but it would be a fun build, kind of similar to what I did with the Alto. Some imperfections are the roof, of course, but we could just wrap this black, and I could do that myself. That's not hard at all. And then back here, it also has some paint, clear coat fade. Same with the tail lights, but it's a cool car. It drove great. I drove it like an hour and a half. It has the same motor as the Topo, so it's a lot peppier than my Minica. And this one just really needs some wheels, you know, a little freshening up. Drop it off at Teggy, have him kind of work his magic with all the little flaws and swirls. But the real highlight of this car, the reason I'm really even considering it, is this interior. This thing is so clean and so funky. It's almost like, how do you not build this into something a lot better? You know, maybe I could wrap the whole car, but like I said, I have the Mira here. I got the cappuccino. I have another K car coming soon. All my Patreon homie knows what that is, but I don't know. I'm considering it. Maybe do it, maybe not. If someone wants to buy it, it is in my backyard. Title should be here in a couple weeks. It's a good candidate, I'm not gonna lie. It starts right up too. I guess we'll start all the cars in this video. Let me get the keys for this one. 72,000 kilometers. Essentially, same thing as the car I had, which I really liked, if you guys remember. I liked the Minica a lot. You guys didn't love it so much, but for me, I thought it was a great car. Interior-wise, it's pretty much the same as the one that I had. This one just has some better amenities, like power windows all around. Has some cup holders up there. Got some bougie wood grain. I like that it has the plaid even on the door cards. This one has an airbag, which is great. Mine didn't have that. Horn works. Swap over that radio for an aftermarket one like I did already. But you gotta admit, the interior in this car is so cool, along with the Minica mud flaps. Why do I keep saying mud flaps? Floor mats. Look how clean it is back here. It's almost like this was never used. And then same with this. Like, look at this carpet. It almost doesn't even look like it's the authentic carpet, just because it's so clean. Spare tire under here. No real rust or anything. I do have to say the belts need to be tightened, because you can hear the squealing a little bit. Put another intake right there. Strut towers look good. Do some plugs, wires. Gotta love that front end too. It kind of looks like the Topo Town Bee. I believe that's what it's called. Get the chrome all freshened up. Add some LEDs. It has potential. It really does have potential. And I have some rims. I'll show it on the screen right now. I have some chrome rims that I think would look really nice on this car. But this, I would say, is in the back burner for now. Maybe we'll work on it, maybe we won't. It'll be back here either way, and that'll be gone soon, and so along with that one. But this guy, this is the car that we've been waiting for. I teased it all the way back in February when I bought it. Shout out to Car Deal Page, shout out to Rodrigo, shout out to Garden State Imports for helping me get it from the port. If you guys need any help, hit up Car Deal Page and Rodrigo, and hit up Garden State Imports if you're importing a car and you need help with like the broker and transport and fees and everything. They made this as seamless as possible. So now let's talk about the Daihatsu Mira walkthrough. So all my Patreon homies know that I bought another car that's in Japan right now. That one's gonna be here closer to July. And if I didn't buy that one, I think I would take this one a lot more seriously. But it had some imperfections that, to me, I thought this was going to be my forever K. I don't know if it's going to be that just yet. I might still keep it forever. Maybe when that next car comes, I still like this one more after building it up, because we're still going to take this one seriously. I'm still going to put the 3 spokes on. We're still going to put the WayBeforeTheFame steering wheel. We're still going to put the strut bar. We're still going to turn this into like a mini store. I'm not going to neglect this car because I have a different one coming in a couple months. I'm still going to do everything as if that car didn't exist, but I'd be lying if I didn't say I'm a little jaded, because maybe the next one I'll take a lot more seriously. So with that being said, let's go over the entire car. I want to give you guys my first impressions. We're gonna drop it off to Teggy on Monday, and I think after he details it and like actually details it, I'm gonna get this one like seriously more than just a little car wash, because like I said, I want this to be my forever K. We're gonna see how I feel about it, but right now the exterior is a little... So let's start in this corner right here. So one imperfection is this. I'm gonna look on Yahoo Auction and see if I can find a replacement bezel. Maybe that's not too hard. There's another scuff there, but again, I think Teggy's gonna chrome this all up, so that probably is not gonna be that big of a deal. You can see there's some touch-up paint right there. Again, not the biggest deal. I don't want this to seem like I don't care about this car. I got like a bad deal, because I paid really good for this car. Like, I'd buy this again even if I was able to see it in Japan. I don't know. There's another one coming soon. Let's just say that. There's another car that I have coming soon that maybe will replace this. So let's continue to walk around. More little touch-up paint, little imperfection there. Same with that. The tires are actually in really good condition, and they're from 2020, so I'm probably going to keep that in the stash, seeing how they're 4-lug everything. This is broken, which the glass itself is perfect, but this being broken is a little annoying. I believe they go for like $160 in Japan, like a brand new one. So maybe I'll buy that, maybe I won't. The antenna's broken, but I actually seen that was pretty common, so not really too worried about that. Door is okay. It has a lot of little scratches here, a lot of little rust spots. I'll see if I pull out my phone. Actually, yeah, let's just start over with my phone. That way I can show you guys like the full detail, because I don't think the GoPro does that. Take 2, but this way we'll do it a little faster. So there's the crack on the bezel, some of the little touch-up paint, the little scratch there, you know, stuff like that. But over here, I believe they sell a molding that I can put over that, but you see like the little, there's no holes or like rot or anything. I'm not worried about that, but that's a little ugly. Same right here. We're gonna see what Teggy can do with that. My windows are good. There's a little thing there, but that's not as bad as the other one. The other one went all the way down to like the wheels. This door is actually pretty clean. No rust. I already looked underneath. Everything looks good. There's a little dent here. Again, not the end of the world. That's dirty, but we'll clean that up. I think I'm going to either take those off and get them repainted, or find a way for the mud flap to actually look nice. Or should I say floor mat. Oh, this looks really good. Little crack there, but I don't think it's anything serious. Here, another little some. No big deal. This side looks really good. You see that? Like, I'm gonna have Teggy clean that off, because it can't be a WayBeforeTheFame mobile and say that. It needs to say like glizzy or come get your hot dogs. But this window is good. Once we get a full detail, my mood is 100% gonna change. Honestly, once I put those rims on, my mood is 100% gonna change. But this isn't too bad, and I've definitely seen worse. Bus door is in good condition. This is also broken. This is pretty common on mirrors, by the way. It's not like just mine. I think most of the mirror walkthroughs I've seen all have this cracked, unfortunately. This we all get repainted black. That way I don't get scrutinized like I did with the Acti. Same with the blades. Front end, this bezel's good. Up here all looks good. I gotta see if I'm gonna put that same grill. I was so in love with the fog lights that came with it, but to be honest, I like this front end. Like, I guess seeing it in person, the Classic really doesn't look bad at all. Like, I really like it. I was looking up some information on the groups and stuff, and I saw that this gap here is actually pretty normal, seeing how this isn't the front end that belongs on the car. So that's one thing I'm not really too worried about. Let's get into the inside. Slides nice and clean. This seat is from, I believe, a Mira Classic as well. So this one is what my front end is. Maybe they just took the front end along with this seat. The interior, I have to say, is in great condition. This is exactly how I got it fresh off the boat. After dropping it off to Teggy, he's really gonna transform this, have all the plastic looking brand new. We're gonna swap over a radio because that one sticks out like crazy. But little stuff like that, I'm sure he's all gonna clean. This, I know I joke around a lot about not having a spare tire, but this is actually terrible. It does this all day. On every bump. And I tried tightening it, but to be honest, it's really just an eyesore. So this is for sure coming out. I won't get rid of it though. I know sometimes I get rid of it. I am gonna keep it. It's just gonna stay in my garage, but this is not gonna stay in my interior. It just makes the car look ugly. Maybe if the spare was that, I would keep it, but this little orange eyesore, absolutely not. Here's a look at the back. We already established that this was once a wheelchair operation vehicle, which is pretty crazy. So I'm gonna have to remove this. I'm gonna have to remove that. I think I might leave this bracket. Maybe I can utilize that as a shelf or maybe like a sign. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be here or not. I feel like maybe it is or isn't, but I'm definitely gonna leave that. Maybe just clean up a little bit, but that's coming off, that's coming off. That seat bolt staying there. Under here is in really good condition. Maybe take that off as well. And this too, I don't think I really need any of that. Again, I probably won't throw it away, but I'll take it off. And maybe along with that one. Headliner is in great condition. I've been flirting with the idea of putting stars up here. So maybe YouTube video coming soon with that. I have the seat back here, which I really like. The one that David had, that Raymond imported. It did not have the seat. And this one has like the full seat, everything you need. I'll show you guys exactly how it works. And it has a seat belt. I believe Raymond's blue L500 didn't. Comment below if you did, but you see that? That's how you lock it in. And then what you would do is put this, how does this work? Oh, it does it by itself. All right, so the leg does it by itself. It'll stay like that, and then you put this back, and then this is actually the seat belt. So you go like this, and you put it in right here. And although this isn't the safest seat, at least you get a full functioning seat belt. Let's open the driver door. Door card's in great condition. Got my little pocket there. Got some free Japanese bolts. This one doesn't have the cool Recaro, but I do have to say this seat is pretty comfortable. The only thing it's missing is an armrest. All my interior lights. Starts right up, like I said, full tune-up. I'll pop the hood. Although I bought this car in Japan, and a lot of people think when you buy cars in Japan, they're usually sight unseen and you can't really do any maintenance and you're really biting the bullet. But thank you to Rodrigo in Car Deal Page. I'll put his number on the screen right now if you guys have any import inquiries. He was able to get a full tune-up prior to the car being exported. So you can see the new plugs, it has new wires, they did oil change, oil filter, air filter, AC belt, all the belts really, timing belt, water pump, everything. Even have the new sticker there. And I believe they put some stickers on the inside as well, right? Oh yeah, look, all the stickers, all the maintenance was done. So for me, it's really just one less thing to worry about. I do feel like maintenance is a large part of the channel. Like I love the fact when I buy a new car and I'm the first person to show how to do the timing belt, water pump, spark plug wires, where to find them, can you get it stateside. So I'm not gonna do it for all my imports, but this one was just so weird. It's hard to find parts for really anything. Me and David have ordered so many parts and we ordered the wrong thing over and over, and I just didn't want to deal with that. Like I said, I wanted this to be my forever K. People always ask me, what car do you see yourself keeping forever? And it's really something like this. Something where I could know it could be a super Way Before the Fame promo mobile. Put Way Before the Fame right there. Put WBTF in that little air vent and like just drive to all the car meets and just put, you know, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram, stuff like that. Like these cars are cool, I love all of them, but they're not as quirky as this one. So I really look forward to building this one up. I'm telling you, like this is going to be a very cool car, and I do want to drive it far. Now that I have the whole timing belt and everything done, I want to drive this, not maybe to California, that's a little bit excessive, but I can see myself driving this at least 10 hours. I think 10 hours safely, a road trip will happen very soon at that, because all I gotta do is make it pretty, which that takes 4 days, as you guys saw with the Acti. But listen how healthy it sounds. You can see the belts look all brand new. I'll give it a couple revs. This thing was boogieing too, man, I'm telling you. Man, I cannot wait, man. I gotta put a little intake or exhaust or something. It feels so good. But I will end this video here. I just wanted to give you guys my first impressions on the Minica. This is new to the channel, has the same wheels, the Pajero too, I just realized. And then I gotta show you guys this. We gotta do all the fun stuff to it. I'll probably start working on this in the next video. We'll put the wheels on, we'll put the steering wheel on, we'll put the strut bar, maybe even the underglow. And then from there, we'll take a couple trips to Home Depot or the Container Store. And we gotta figure out a way to have back here looking very cool. Oh, let me show you some pins I made. So this one, there was a little error. It was supposed to look like this, and I got them looking like that, but don't worry, we have some new ones coming soon. And then this one, I have to say, is my favorite by far. It has the 3 spokes on them. Both of them have the 3 spokes on it, if you didn't realize. I told you guys I'm locked in right now, 100K subscribers, but you can see the 3 spokes on here. Has WBTF on the window, which is exactly how I'm gonna do it. Just like that. There's the side shot. Come on. And then the cool thing about this pin is that the wheels actually spin. The 3 spokes, they actually both spin, which is pretty cool. You don't really see a lot of pins that have wheels that work. So coming soon. All my Patreon homies are gonna get buy one, get one free. And then here's another look at the card. Attention to detail with the K is the way. Got the YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok logo. And then another Daihatsu Mira there with a guy feeding a cat. Who doesn't love to see that? But I'll end this video here. Stay tuned for the Mira build, maybe the Minica build, road to 100K. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out.
Remember the name. This is way before the fame.